Right, so you're probably wondering why I've cut this whole section off, and so am I. This is Roger, Auto Alex's BMW E30 Touring. Now in the previous episode, we uncovered a lot more rust underneath this arch. There's this as an example, and I also went home to cry. In this episode, I'm going to try not to go home and cry because of the amount that I've got to do, and I'm going to hopefully start fabrication on that rear section there. We've got a couple of fuel lines to thread back through the car. We need to get access into this hatch down here, get the fuel lines thread back through so we don't cause any explosions, and then continue the fabrication on that corner. This, we obviously need to get a new one of these, this actually covered these fuel lines. Now we need to send these back through the car so we can get access to this section here, because there's just a huge hole here that we need to repair. Once we've done that, we can also investigate up here as well. We need to take this filler cap off so we can get access in there, and then yeah, just start the process of the refabrication-ness. Yeah, okay. Right, we've done those couple of panels. Now, this one up here, I'm going to have to take the inside carpet out, which means I need to take the boot cover off and take that carpet out of there so I can actually successfully weld this without setting fire to the whole car. What an absolute pain in the rear end that was. These small, tiny, intricate panels take so much time, it's unbelievable. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4 panels, and then I've welded up that sort of, that sleeve thing as well. So that's sorted. It took way too long, but it's done now, so that's good. Now, what do I want to do? Now I'm going to, I think I want to concentrate on this back section here. So I'm going to get this cut out, and then get a template together, get some sheet steel, and hopefully get it tacked on. And yeah, I suppose I'm just going to have to take it from there, I guess. Right, so you're probably wondering why I've cut this whole section off, and so am I. If you can imagine, you've got a wire brush trying to get in here to clean all around here. Now, as you can see, this bracket where it attaches to the car is actually rusty here and here. It's rusty in this corner, so this needs rebuilding. This is rusty, so this needs rebuilding. Obviously, we've got that big hole on the bottom. We've got this big hole. The bottom of this bracket is rusty. So basically, it was just easier to cut the whole thing off, get it on a bench, recreate all of it, and then I can weld it all back on. It's quite a task, and there's now a big hole in Auto Alex's car. But I'm going to start by cleaning this up, so get a wire wheel in here now that I can get access, and just see how bad it is, see if there's anything I can save, and then we'll take it from there. Right, this looks fairly complex, and I mean, it is fairly complex, but it depends how you look at it. Now, if we break it down, there's only actually 6 panels here. Well, I'll say only, it's quite a lot. But obviously we've got this section here. Now, I'm going to cut this off and refabricate the bottom of this. There's no point in refabricating everything. I'm just going to splice some in the bottom. Now, there's a big panel here, which that forms this edge and that extends all the way up to here, so that's 2. We've got a small panel on this back edge here, that's 3. We've got this panel here, that's 4. We've got this panel which laps onto this and laps onto this big panel, so that's 5 that goes all the way around here. And then we've got this section here, which is number 6. Now, this forms part of the inner arch. This little straddly bit here is also part of the inner arch that's rusty, which was filled with sealant. So, I mean, you could call that 7, but I'm going to call this 6 for now, and then the 7th one will be on that inner arch section. Now, I'm just going to break it down. I'm going to start with the big panels first, get them fabricated, and then move on to the small panels. Right, so far we've made this big section here, this smaller section which laps onto this side, and then we've also made this here. Now, they all fit together just like that. Now this piece here is joggled, and that's so this can sit flush with this section here. So I need to bend this in and then bend it back the width of this, so this basically sits flush. Now you can see it just here, and this is nice and flush because this section is actually joggled and stepped back. So I think I'm going to do that now. I can't do it on the bead roller because this angle that I've made here and this is actually in the way. So I'm going to use the vise and just a lot of bending with a hammer, basically, just to get that section there. And then that'll be 3 sections done. And then all I need to do is make this outside section and then this one here as well. Well, that actually turns out really well, to be fair. Now, that's the old section. I did put this bead in here, so this bead wasn't actually in this section here, but I wanted to mimic what was in here, so I've kept the space in between, and I've just popped that in there. Now, I do need to take these apart and drill holes to spot weld them together, but that's going to be in the next episode. So, do check us out in the next episode, where we're going to continue making this section and hopefully get it all welded in.